I think Floyd Mayweather, um, I think he has some sort of relationship with Canelo Alvarez that we never considered. Here's why.
Push the weight in our flex. Flex the live is one in the six. Fit the runner boy, you nigga, no question. You will run a motherfucker high stepping. Hey, you never had a big enough weapon. Motherfucker never learned your lesson. I'm an 88 pack nigga. I'm an 88 pack nigga. I mean, day walker, drink blood, fangs out. Full moon, motherfucker change like a hoe. I'm just a nigga from the hood trying to stack a little cheddar for the money.
Drew Titan, Bronx on deck. Shout out to somebody LDBC. Um, the man hasn't taken that much damage that I know about. You know, a lot of the damage comes from sparring. Usually it doesn't happen in in-ring competition. It comes from sparring and gym wars. But I don't think that's the case of Floyd Mayweather Jr. He said something very recently that made me, I went several ways in my mind with what he said. And there's a lot of things that you can consider because he said something that was, to me, was it's ridiculous for a number of reasons. Floyd Mayweather said recently, in reference to Bud Crawford, if you do not get the Canelo fight and you're going to 168, you may as well fight David Benavidez. Now, first of all, I'm going to play what he said. But, I'm going to play it first, and I want you to listen, and I'm going to explain why none of this makes sense. Let's play the audio, what he said.
One other guy, you mentioned there's skillful fighters out there. One guy that I do think is skillful, Terrence Crawford. Obviously he had the great performance against Errol Spence. It looks like the rematch is not happening now. What do you think, if you're in the Terrence Crawford position, is it time for him to move up?
I think when he was like, a really super skillful fighter, very talented fighter. And I talked about that, a while back. And I thought about this, if he wanted to go to 168 and he want to fight Canelo bad and Benavidez want to fight Canelo bad, if they can't get Canelo, they can fight each other. Benavidez and Crawford.
Whoa, wait a minute.
Oh, wow. 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 Let's see what he says to justify this if he can.
Wow, for real?
I'm saying that both of you guys are chasing one fighter. If y'all feel like y'all chasing him and y'all can't get that fighter, then y'all should say, fuck it, we'll fight each other.
Damn, that's crazy. I mean, Terrence.
Now, here's the thing. Bud already said, I'll go to 168 to fight Canelo. That's cool. That's cool. But you know what, man? Going to 168 is going to 168. Now, a lot of people are saying, well, they're in the same weight class. If he goes 168 for Canelo, why not fight David Benavidez? Hell, that could be a little grudge match since he knocked out Jose a few years ago. Now, I know that sounds cute, and it kind of makes sense, right? But I need you guys to think about something. Roy Jones Jr. went to heavyweight and fought Johnny Ruiz. Because Johnny Ruiz, and no disrespect to him, but he was the quote-unquote mark of the heavyweight division. He had a belt. He had a couple of wins over Evander Holyfield. He was bigger than Roy, but not the biggest. Lennox Lewis was still walking around there. And there was a couple other guys that was super bigger than Lennox Lewis. I mean, super bigger than Roy. Roy is like 5'10". Lennox is 6'6". Whoever would sanction that fight should be put in jail. Okay? In other words, Roy knew what heavyweight to pick to fight. He tried to fight Evander. That would have made some sense because, you know, Evander wasn't like a super duper big heavyweight. So basically, this same thing applies here. Canelo is the same height as Bud. David is 6'2", draining down pretty much to 168. So it makes sense for David to say, you know what, F it, I'm not going to get the fight with this guy. I'm done chasing him. I'm just going to go ahead to 175. Well, I'm more comfortable anyway. Bud's going to have to pack on weight to fight Canelo. David has to lose weight to fight Canelo. You understand? The fact that Floyd mentioned this as an option sounds to me that he's a part of the Canelo Protection Agency. Now, Floyd, you're also not that much bigger than Canelo. As far as height and stature, he might be a little heavier than you now. But you fought him and you cooked him. All right, that's what you said. And you did. We all saw it. But you can't be serious with this Bud versus Benavidez situation, all right? Maybe I missed it. Where is Floyd talking about, hey, man, 168 is being held up due to Canelo's shenanigans. He's running around trying to fight everybody but his contemporaries. In fact, Bud being the 147 champion, undisputed, well, they took one belt, but whatever. He already did it, so it's in the books. He should be the path of least resistance. You should be pushing for that fight, brother. So if Canelo's saying I don't gain anything by beating up on Bud, what does David Benavidez gain? David is saying, you know, F it, man, I'm just going to go ahead and wait for the winner of Benavidez and Bivol. At least he can compete. Bud got a short amount of time left. He's trying to get these monster fights. And I understand that Boots is there, but I also understand that Bud is trying to, you know, maximize his dollar and his market value. And what Floyd, in my opinion, should be doing, brother, is speaking up on Bud's behalf. Hey, Canelo, this should be easy work for you. Or are you afraid that Bud will do to you what I did to you? Difference is Bud looks, he hits a little more harder, in my opinion. A little stronger. Who knows? He might be strong at 168. Who knows? Hey, wait a minute. The rule is you're not supposed to come in overweight. There's no rule saying you come in underweight. Let's say the contracted weight is at 168, but there's no penalty for coming in underweight. There's be a penalty coming in overweight. Canelo makes 168, Bud makes 155, 156. But he's comfortable. I don't know. Just me talking. But I find this very, very strange that he would call for Bud versus Benavidez rather than calling out Canelo for holding up the damn division at 168 and not even picking his contemporaries. Call out why he's not fighting David Benavidez. Call out why he should fight Bud Crawford. Call him out for not trying to pass the torch to anybody else like you pass the torch to him. But no, you saying, yo, that Bud and David Benavidez should fight each other? Is there something weird going on with Floyd and Canelo that we don't know about? This is disgusting, man. This is disgusting. I just wanted to put this out, bring y'all up to speed. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Bronx on deck.
Move!